Good morning. So nice to see you on this beautiful day. Wasn't it great to wake up with a little bit of rain overnight? If you were as lucky as I was to get some, it was a wonderful treat. I was going to say music to my ears, which is a fair way to introduce our first guest this morning. This is Richard Daigle, who is here representing really all musicians in town, but yes, partly Songbirds, partly you'll hear Wanderlinger. This is Blake Worthington, who's going to be performing along with Richard at some of these shows we're talking about. But the month of July, pretty busy for you.
Yeah, I've got two great shows coming up. And for people who are into singer-songwriter and acoustic music, there's two great opportunities. One is at Songbirds, you mentioned. On Wednesday, July 24th, we're going to have Katrina Barclay, who's terrific. She won the Tennessee Songwriters Week competition a couple of years ago, and just a great songwriter, great singer. And then we're going to have Luke Simmons join her. Luke is with a band called Luke Simmons and the Love Struck. They played at Riverfront Nights recently.
Okay.
Luke is a terrific songwriter, so this will be Luke in an acoustic setting without his band. And we've had two great shows at Songbirds, and it's called Song Circle. And so July 24th, Katrina Barclay, Luke Simmons in a listening room environment, original songs, so it's going to be a great night.
Now, you will not be performing?
I'll be hosting, and I'll be doing some of my songs as well.
Okay, so we're going to work the month of July in reverse order, so that's what you can do on July 24th.
Yeah.
Mid-July on the 13th, that's where you're excited about this John Prine show.
Yes, I'm a huge John Prine fan. Many people are, Blake and so many. I first got turned on to John Prine in the late 70s, and when I was in undergrad school, had a job as a newspaper reporter a couple of years later. Got to interview him, have dinner with him, and saw him in Nashville. And he's really influenced me greatly as a songwriter.
Yeah.
And anywhere you go, there are John Prine fans, because he writes songs that really speak to the human condition in a beautiful way.
Okay, let's talk about him a little bit, because like part of the whole thrust is you're picking up on it with the songwriter circle. What do you call it?
Song Circle.
Song Circle. Is to get you then introduced to the songwriters, because you can't have the music without them. So I'm guessing, Blake, there are a lot of people who are going to watch and think, I've heard that name John Prine, but what is it he wrote? Yeah. It's almost like, what didn't he write?
Right. Prolific songwriter. He's written hits like Angel from Montgomery, which I'll play in just a minute, Illegal Smile, Sam Stone, the list goes on.
So you're an MTSU grad.
Absolutely.
So this has been a craft that you've been polishing for quite a while now. If you're just a listener of music, a lover of music, you might not really be able to appreciate the talent and the dedication it takes to write that perfect song. I mean, if you're lucky enough to get one, that's a life's accomplishment.
Absolutely, yeah. John Prine has a way of taking a situation and writing it in a simple way that is understandable but also eloquent. And so his lyrics are just very, cut to the point, but they're also written in a way where you can place them in different scenarios of your life, which I think is a great attribute as a songwriter.
When you talk about comedians and how to be a good comedian, you're really an observer of life. Yeah. I guess the same is true as a songwriter.
Right.
I think so. Sometimes just the little things, the little details that give you insight to life. And Prine was, like Blake said, he was just a master at that. And what's amazing, great music and great songs stand the test of time. And Blake and I have a little age gap, but I see 20-somethings and 30-somethings that are just, crazy about John Prine, discovering him. And so it's beautiful that his songs are, really standing the test of time. So July 13th at Wanderlinger is going to be me and Blake, the Briars, which is a duo here, Eric Jordan. We're going to be supported by Conrad Hyde on cello and bass, and Patrick Dugan on mandolin. A great group of musicians doing all John Prine songs.
Do y'all know enough about him, John Prine? Because I know we lost him, has it been a year?
It's been a little over 3 years, I think.
Gosh, time goes by fast. Was he a songwriter, do you know, who first got the melody and then the lyric, or did the lyric come first? Do you know?
I don't know that. I know that he was writing songs as a mailman in Chicago. He went to an open mic in Chicago, and he had a few beers. He said he was kind of heckling the guy who was singing, and someone at the next table said, "If you can do better, why don't you get up there?" So he got up there, sang Sam Stone, which is an incredible song, very heavy. And I'm going to do it on July 13th. When he finished that song, the whole place was silent for a few minutes, and they finally started clapping. The owner of the place came up and offered him a job on the spot. He said, if you write songs like that, I want you to play for me.
So for you, as you're getting ready and you're going to play for us a little bit of Angel from Montgomery, when I found out he was going to do that, I said, okay, Bonnie Raitt. So is it difficult for you, or is it even in your head, to put your own spin on a classic song like that?
So John Prine, he's a simple songwriter, and his songs lead you to where you can take it in the direction you want to, which I think is incredible. To where you can hear a different singer sing it in their own style, and it leaves that room. John Prine definitely had his own style as well, and so I'd like to pay respect to that, which I think we do in the songs that we've worked up. We've
kind of play it straight.
Yeah, play it straight. We've also got our each individual styles that will be highlighted.
My husband said the other day, I think it's not going to be long before Chattanooga is kind of a mini Nashville. Which
work for me.
I think there are a lot of people who would say, please don't do that. But from a musical perspective, because really there's a place for so many different voices here in this city. And Songbirds is happy to house as many as they can.
Yep.
Okay, so Blake's going to play us a little bit of Angel from Montgomery. Get your tissue ready. And July 13th, the place to be is
at Wanderlinger for the John Prine tribute.
Which is this
and then July 24th at Songbirds for Luke Simmons and Katrina Barclay. So we've got their July all set.
And by the way, the one at Wanderlinger, just show up, get your ticket that day.
Yeah, you can get tickets at the door, and they could go on the Songbirds website to get advance tickets. $10 tickets for both shows.
All right, I'm ready. Take it away.
All right. I am an old woman named after my mother. My old man is another child that's grown old. If dreams were lightning, thunder was desire, this old house would have burned down a long time ago. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to believe in just living. Well, it's a hard way to go.
Leaky basement? Musty crawl space? Failing foundation? Now's the time to fix it, because for a limited time, we're offering 50% off installation labor. Save